Have you ever noticed yourself holding onto a countertop longer than before, or using a railing on the stairs just to feel safe? These small changes can be early signs that strength and balance are declining. For many people over 60, the biggest fear isn't aging, it's losing independence. Needing help, losing confidence, and struggling with everyday activities. Many seniors think staying strong requires long workouts. But what if just 10 minutes a day could help you stay steady and independent? An 81-year-old woman named Margaret learned this the hard way. She loved walking and spending time with family, but over time, standing up became harder, and stairs felt more challenging. The moment that changed everything came during a visit to the park with her granddaughter. She realized she couldn't keep up and no longer trusted her body like she once did. Margaret later said, "I wasn't afraid of getting older. I was afraid of losing my freedom." Many seniors feel the same way. One common myth is that weakness is simply part of aging. In reality, moving less often plays a major role. As activity decreases, muscles weaken, balance suffers, and daily tasks become harder. A 92-year-old man named Harold faced this problem when he struggled to stand from his favorite chair. Instead of accepting it, he started doing simple daily movements to stay active. The results surprised him. His experience reveals an important lesson. Staying strong isn't about intense exercise. It's about practicing the movements that help you stand, walk, and maintain balance. Think about it. When was the last time you tested your balance on purpose? Most people don't think about balance until they nearly fall. That's why this 10-minute workout is so important. It's designed to help you move with confidence, stay steady on your feet, and protect your independence. In the next part, we'll explore why many seniors lose strength and balance faster than necessary and what you can do about it. Before we get into the workout, it's important to know that losing strength and balance isn't always caused by age. Often, it's the result of spending too much time sitting and moving less each day. At first, the signs are small. Standing up feels harder, walking gets tiring faster, and everyday tasks take more effort. An 84-year-old retired teacher named Eleanor noticed this during a shopping trip with her daughter. She found herself needing frequent breaks because her legs felt weak. That's when she realized she had become much less active over the years. The good news is that even small amounts of regular movement can help. Many seniors think they need long workouts to stay strong, but that's not true. A 92-year-old man named Harold focused on simple movements like standing up, sitting down, balancing, and walking. Over time, he noticed everyday tasks becoming easier and felt more independent. That's the goal of today's workout. It's not about building big muscles. It's about making daily activities easier, from getting out of a chair to walking safely around your home. Research shows that seniors who practice simple movements regularly often maintain better strength, balance, and confidence. A 78-year-old grandfather named Robert learned this after a small stumble in his kitchen. He wasn't injured, but he became afraid of falling. By moving regularly and rebuilding confidence little by little, he regained trust in his body. If you've been feeling less steady lately, your body may not need harder exercise. It may simply need more consistent movement. And that's exactly what we'll cover next: the simple exercises that make up this 10-minute workout and how they can help you stay strong, steady, and independent. Now let's talk about the workout itself. What surprises many people is how simple these movements are. In fact, some seniors look at them for the first time and think, that can't possibly make much difference. But that's exactly what Harold thought. Remember the 92-year-old man who struggled to stand from his favorite chair? When he first started exercising, he expected something complicated. Instead, he was shown a few basic movements that mimicked everyday life. At first, he was skeptical. But after several weeks, he noticed something remarkable. Standing up became easier, walking felt more natural, and his confidence started returning. Not because he was training like an athlete, but because he was practicing the skills his body used every day. One of the most valuable movements in this workout begins with something most people do dozens of times a day: standing up from a chair. It sounds simple, yet this movement challenges some of the most important muscles in the body, the muscles that help you get out of bed, climb stairs, and stay independent. If standing from a chair feels difficult, that's often a sign those muscles need attention. Start with a sturdy chair. Sit tall, place your feet flat on the floor, slowly stand up, and then slowly sit back down. No rushing, no dropping into the chair. Focus on control. If needed, use your hands for support at first. There is absolutely no shame in that. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. An 80-year-old grandmother named Linda began doing this movement every morning. At first, she could only perform a few repetitions comfortably. She became discouraged and wondered if anything was changing. Then one afternoon she noticed something unexpected. She stood up from her sofa without pushing herself upward with both hands. For the first time in months, she simply stood. That small victory meant more to her than any number on a scale because it reminded her that improvement was still possible. The next movement focuses on balance, and balance is something many people don't appreciate until they begin losing it. A simple exercise involves standing behind a sturdy chair and lightly holding the back for support. Then slowly lift one foot a few inches off the floor, hold it for a few seconds, and switch sides. That's it. Simple as it sounds, this movement teaches the body an important skill. It challenges the systems responsible for keeping you steady. At first, you may notice slight wobbling. That's normal. In fact, that wobbling is often a sign your body is working to improve. A 76-year-old man named George laughed the first time he tried this exercise. He expected it to be easy. Instead, he discovered his balance wasn't nearly as strong as he believed. But rather than becoming discouraged, he kept practicing a little each day. Several weeks later, he noticed he felt more secure walking across uneven ground and stepping off curbs. The exercise hadn't just improved balance. It had improved confidence, and confidence changes everything. The third movement may be the most overlooked of all, walking. Not power walking, not speed walking, simply intentional walking. Many seniors underestimate the value of a few focused minutes of walking, but walking trains coordination, endurance, balance, and strength all at once. The key is paying attention. Stand tall, look ahead, and take smooth, controlled steps. An 87-year-old woman named Carol made a habit of walking around her home for a few minutes after breakfast and dinner. Nothing dramatic, nothing exhausting, just consistent movement. Months later, her daughter noticed something. Carol seemed more energetic, more confident, and more willing to participate in family activities. What changed wasn't just her physical ability. It was her belief in what she could still do. And that's an important point. The benefits of movement go beyond muscles. When you move better, you often feel better. When you feel better, you're more likely to stay active. And when you stay active, you're more likely to maintain the independence you value so deeply. Another simple movement involves raising onto your toes while holding onto a sturdy surface for support. Slowly lift your heels, pause briefly, and then lower them back down. This movement strengthens areas that help support walking and stability. Many seniors are surprised by how challenging it feels. That's okay. Remember, the goal isn't to impress anyone. The goal is to keep your body prepared for everyday life. What makes this 10-minute workout effective isn't any single exercise. It's the combination. Each movement supports a different part of independence: standing, balancing, walking, and maintaining stability. Together, they create a foundation for safer, more confident movement. But there's one more piece of the puzzle that many seniors overlook. And without it, even the best exercise routine can fall short. In the next part, we'll reveal that missing piece, discuss some lesser-known mistakes that may be limiting your progress, and uncover a surprising story involving a woman over 100 years old whose daily habit helped her remain remarkably active. Type continue for next part. One of the most important things many seniors overlook is consistency. Staying strong and independent is not about doing more exercises. It's about doing simple movements regularly. Many people start a new routine with enthusiasm, but after a few days or weeks, life gets busy and the habit fades away before it has a chance to create real results. A great example is Ruth, who remained active well beyond her 100th birthday. When people asked for her secret, they expected a special diet or workout plan. Instead, she gave a simple answer: she moved every day. Some days she felt energetic, and some days she didn't, but she stayed active. Her story reminds us that the body responds best to regular movement, not occasional effort. Another common mistake is waiting until weakness becomes a serious problem. Many seniors delay taking action until climbing stairs feels difficult, balance becomes shaky, or everyday tasks require extra effort. However, maintaining strength is much easier than rebuilding it after it has been lost. Think of movement like saving money. Small deposits made consistently over time create long-term benefits. It's also important not to confuse mild stiffness with danger. While pain should never be ignored, Many older adults avoid activity simply because they feel out of practice. Unfortunately, moving less often leads to more stiffness, less confidence, and reduced mobility. In many cases, gentle movement is exactly what helps the body feel better. Walter, a 79-year-old retiree, learned this lesson firsthand. After becoming less active for several years, he noticed everyday tasks becoming harder. One day, he struggled to carry groceries from his car and realized something needed to change. Instead of starting an intense fitness program, he committed to simple daily movement walking, chair stands, and balance exercises. Within a few months, he felt stronger, moved more confidently, and regained trust in his body. This is why the exercises we've discussed are intentionally simple. Their purpose isn't to prepare you for a competition. It's to prepare you for everyday life. Standing up from a chair, walking through a store, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, and playing with grandchildren all require strength, balance, and confidence. The best exercises are often the ones that help you perform these daily activities more easily. Every day you stay active, you're sending your body an important message. Strength matters, balance matters, and independence matters. Over time, your body responds. The changes may not happen overnight, but consistent effort can gradually improve mobility, stability, and confidence. That's why a 10-minute workout can be so powerful. 10 minutes may seem small, but when repeated day after day, those minutes add up. They can lead to stronger legs, better balance, safer movement, and greater freedom to enjoy life on your own terms. If today's message resonated with you, consider making this 10-minute workout part of your daily routine. You don't need to be perfect, you simply need to start. And if you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may benefit from these tips. Staying strong isn't just about exercise. It's about protecting your independence, confidence, and quality of life for years to come.